It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that were cellar dwellers a year ago, but as we've seen being around the league for a while, man, that can change one season to the next.
And how often do we see, Mike, a team that finished at the bottom of their division just a year later be the division champion? I'm not suggesting that it's easy or necessarily that these two teams are going to find themselves in that position. But the NFL is made up of a formula that says you don't have to stay long forever. If you make the right decisions, you can go from worst to first very quickly.
Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jayden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Daniels gonna throw again. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And That is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is tough here on the opening drive because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach fourth down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
Williams going to throw on the first play. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. So a big one there to start the drive. 35 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll go again with Swift. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. Got his man at the 6. The Bears are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll be second and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Another one from the 5, second down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line, couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal. Throwing again. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On fourth down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This about as short as you can get. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Austin Eckler now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion over Samuel. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He finds the veteran Ertz. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's got it. He'll move the chains. 1st down at the 47.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
The Bears offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. Off play action. Here's Williams. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. It's a gain of 34. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's the Bears off to the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll run. It's Swift. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he will take this one across into the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He gets it to go, and the Bears are out to a 10-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This is taken in at the goal line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Daniels now going to look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniel has his man. It's Samuel. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a 1st down.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Robinson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Throwing now, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Commanders are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Second down and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. That's into the hands of Zacchaeus. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Williams. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and They get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On second down, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Third and long. Here's Williams. That is brought in at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Bears.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bears move out in front by the score of 17-3. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again is Daniels. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. So, we have reached halftime, and the visiting Bears are in front. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll swing this out to Swift. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Williams. That complete to Swift. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Commanders' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Samuel has it working the middle. He'll be marked down very close to the 1st down. They got 14 to the 15 that they needed. It's going to set up a manageable 3rd and short.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. The Commanders about to send this one away. They'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here's Rome Odunze, the first-round pick, along with the Bears offense getting set for their next possession. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Give up the middle with Swift. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll go play action here with Williams. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And that will lead to a second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll work this forward to the 35. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Williams. He'll try to run for it. A big-time play for the Bears. 31 yards.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They will run it over center with Swift. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. And he will get into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. That his second touchdown tonight. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears extend to a 24-3 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Through the air, connecting with Debo. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now, this looks like a design run. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. The Bears have it. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
The Bears offense and DeAndre Swift set to get going again. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Good running inside the 25. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a first down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
It is brought in the end zone. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Bears. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Santos for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. There's that man again, another catch. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Daniels gonna throw again. He keeps it himself.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
So a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll throw with Daniels. Now he'll run it. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the first down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Looking to Samuel on the out route.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. Now he takes off. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Commanders are able to edge a bit closer. We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the give, here's Swift. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here, another run by Swift. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he is going to be out of bounds. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Chicago.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Now Swift. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for... Second and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Throwing again, Daniels. To the right side, catch made by McLaurin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. To the air again is Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from just outside our nation's capital.